There. I think we're recording. Why don't you tell me more about this trend you saw and what you're supposed to do? Uh-huh.
It's a book talk trend. It's a book boyfriend. There's many variations. Stand against the wall. I have my back to the wall. You stand in front of me. And then when you're ready, you flip your hat around backwards. And then you either like put your arm up above me and lean in, or you grab me. I've seen it where like the guy grabs her arms and pins them above her head and leans in and kisses
What?
her.
I'm ready right now.
Well, let's try it. I'm ready. Let me get my camera set up.
All right. Let's do this thing first.
Okay.
Let's talk about books and podcasts and things.
Okay.
Let's make a podcast.
Okay. Let's do it.
We've kind of been talking about this.
A little bit.
And I think the plan is to write a book over the next 12-ish months.
What kind of book?
Well, I think you should tell us. You should start the story around like how we got into this, you bringing me into this world.
Should we say who we are?
Sure. Go ahead.
I'm Andrea.
Yeah, and I'm Matt. There, is that good enough?
He's my husband and I'm his wife.
25 years together this year.
Yeah.
Oh my.
2025. So 20 married and 25 together since 10th grade.
Oof.
Met in theater.
Oof.
I didn't like that last oof. That one. I
told you all or nothing.
I didn't like the last
all
one.
All or nothing.
Yeah, so we've been through it. We've been on the journey for a while. We got our education and we did the checkbox things. We bought a house and we got married and we had babies. We have 2 boys that are grown now.
They are getting grown.
They're almost grown. They're 13 and 17. And so we've both been finding hobbies now that we have more time for our own lives and getting to know ourselves more as individuals, because we were very young when we got together. And we were young when we got married. We were 21. Young when we had our first baby. We were 24.
Ooh.
And so we didn't spend a lot of time getting to know ourselves as individuals and as adults.
And now we have this free time.
Yeah.
One of the things that you kind of started this. You brought this into our
That was one of my new hobbies. Yeah, like you built a barbecue pit smoker. And I started reading. It's talking about all or nothing. I picked up a book.
I'm learning to weld.
We went on vacation, and I used to read more when I was a little younger. I didn't learn to love reading until I was out of school, because I never liked the books we read in school. But we were on vacation at a beach house, and there was little library of books, and I picked it up and read an entire book just in a couple days and really loved it, and just continued it when I got home, and was kind of learning what types of books I like to read. And what I found I really loved the most was like the little cutesy rom-coms, and found an author that I really love, Abby Jimenez. And so on another beach trip, when it was just the 2 of us, when we were out at the beach, I was reading one of her books, rereading her book. And you asked me to read a little bit of it to you. And so I read a chapter or so. It was a little spicy. I think that was fun too.
I love this kind of become our thing.
Yeah. Well, you liked it. So we continued it when we came home. And so we ended up.
It's a good way to spend time together and share something, because we do have different interests for the most part.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think through the podcast, I think we talked about this, right? Like part of it is let's write a book together, but let's just share that journey with the audience. If anybody wants to listen, it is what it is.
Yeah.
But I think sharing the journey, because, my background as I'm in marketing, but a writer by trade, I think, I wouldn't necessarily gravitate towards rom-com romance novel, but I think doing it together is really special. That really means a lot to me.
Well, I think we found it started with you wanting to read my favorite book of Abby Jimenez's, which is yours truly. And so we ended up just reading it together, where I read it aloud. So we would spend maybe 30 minutes a night just reading, and ended up kind of going through her whole series and discussing just a lot about what we liked about the different books and the stories. And like I think because of, your background as a copywriter and things like that, I just feel like you like process and view that type of stuff differently. Like you're thinking of plot points and like all of the writing tools and things that an author would be considering. Whereas I just really, when I read, I'm like along for the ride. I just like living in someone else's world. And, my favorite thing about reading the book was feeling like now you're getting to meet these friends that I've had that I've been hanging out with. And I'm like, oh, I get to introduce you to these people.
Yeah, I remember so-and-so's from this book and so-and-so's from that book, and I like how they did it.
Yeah.
But, just to echo what you're saying, like the structure of it is what really makes me excited. I'm a big structure person when it comes to story and narrative.
Yeah.
And production, that sort of thing. And I think that paired with your love for the genre and my love for you and the genre.
Oh, very nice.
I'm just excited to do it together. I think it'll be fun. And I think through the podcast over the weeks, we can both talk about the writing, right? We talked about that. We'll talk a little bit about the writing process. Hey, we got a chapter done this week. We can talk about plot points. We can discuss what our characters are like. What are their names? What do they do? And kind of fill in some of the gaps for each other as we kind of talk through it here on the podcast.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I think one of the next things we probably need to do is name the podcast? I mean, we've been kicking around names. We're not really settled. We're really going back and forth. And
I have one that I like.
Well, let me start with the one that I pitched to you.
Okay.
So there's a concept of something being canon, right? Like it's in the world. It's in the diegesis of this piece of media, right? So, when you watch something like a Dune and there's giant sandworms, well, that's just part of their world, right? So another way to say that is that it's in fiction, right? It's part of, well, did that happen in fiction? And so I think that's kind of fun. The idea of like in fiction, there's a lot of podcasts. So we need to find something that's not used by everybody.
Yeah.
And it's okay.
It's fine.
Oh gosh. You go, it's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine.
I didn't attach to it the way.
Okay. I get it.
So, because to me, it's the podcast, the book, it's bigger than those individual things. Like, I think to me, this is just kind of I feel like to this point in our lives, there's been somewhat of a roadmap, like with our education, with getting married, buying a house, having babies, our
millennial
careers.
roadmap.
It's the millennial roadmap of the life that was prescribed.
You're supposed to go to college.
But there was a little bit of that. And so we're kind of entering this like unknown chapter of like, well, wow, what comes next? And for me, it's like a little bit of excitement around getting to figure out what that is, what that looks like. And so to me, like doing these things together is us figuring out what our next chapter looks like. And so that's why I like the title, Our Next Chapter, because we're writing a book, but it's also about us and just who we are as individuals and who we are as a couple and as a family. And as our family grows and we get ready to send one off to college. And I just feel like the life as we've known it's changing, it's growing,
I like that. I like that it's bigger. I like that it's about the family and the kids and not just the book. Yeah. Even though it's about our next chapter of the book.
Because with us, you never know what we're going to talk about. It might be the book, it might not.
I really like that. I think I like that. I got one more pitch for you.
Okay.
Stella's podcast. Okay.
Why that?
So Stella is our unofficial third member of the podcast. I'm just going to say it.
Oh, wait.
I haven't run this by you yet.
No,
so.
this is
Stella is my puppy, my sweetest puppy.
Spoiled puppy.
Spoiled puppy. She's an old mutt.
I was going to say, is she a puppy?
Yeah.
She'll be 11 this year.
But I think everything's about Stella,
Is it?
Always. It's always about Stella. So I just want to put it in the hat. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that's it.
I'll take it into consideration.
I'll take it.
In fiction, maybe the podcast is called Stella's Podcast.
Okay. Maybe that'll be part of the book.
Did I use that correctly?
Maybe
Can she just be a character in the book?
Our lead can be named Stella.
Oh, let's put a pin in that. We can table that for now and come back to it. But I am not against something or like a cafe in the book called Stella's or something.
Yeah.
But I don't know about naming the whole podcast Stella.
Fine. I do like our next chapter. I think let's go with let's pencil that in.
I like it.
I mean, by the time somebody listens to this, it'll be on.
You'll have already known what
Well,
we
you'll
chose.
know what it's. You'll know what we chose.
So you maybe know something that we
It
don't.
may be
If you're
something
listening
completely
right
different.
now.
Yeah, who knows? Could be a turn of the page. I don't like that at all.
That's a little fancy. That doesn't feel like us.
Let me give you one more. What about the books that bind us? That's terrible too. Okay, give me a minute. I'm working on it. I'm
you
warming up.
workshop that. I'm gonna say thank you for listening to our intro.
Let me think about it.
And we hope that you'll join us for episode 1 as we begin to just craft out our story, both in fiction and in life.
Nice. In our next chapter.
Yes. And by then, we will have social media handles to share with you so that you can follow along with us as we go.
If you have ideas or thoughts or anything you want to share.
Character names.
Hey, you could end up in the book,
Tropes that you'd like to see us write about.
I guess that's it.
All right. See you there. Episode 1.